Right now, Russia continues to advance its military forces into Ukraine as the Biden administration urges Congress to expedite a multi-billion-dollar Ukraine relief package. Also, social media giant TikTok is under investigation for allegedly promoting unhealthy behaviors in children and teens. This is News 3 Now at noon. We're now in our second week of war in Europe. While Ukrainians have fought fiercely, Russian forces have now captured their first major city. Skylar Henry is on Capitol Hill with those details and what the Biden administration is asking Congress to do to help.
A Russian delegation arrived in Belarus for a second round of ceasefire talks with Ukraine. This comes as the battle in Ukraine rages on. Russian forces are trying to cut off Ukraine from its seaports. They've surrounded the city of Mariupol, and they have now taken the Black Sea port city of Kherson.
They're telling people to stay inside.
This video shows Russian soldiers on the streets of Kherson. It's the largest city yet the Russians have captured.
They have made some missteps, and they're working their way through that.
More than 1 million refugees have now fled Ukraine looking for safety, creating a humanitarian crisis. But some Ukrainian expats are actually crossing the border going the other way, headed back home to join the fight. And Ukraine's foreign minister says his country is willing to take anyone who wants to fight for Ukraine in a new foreign legion. The Biden administration is looking to increase its humanitarian and military aid to Ukraine, sending a letter to Congress asking for an additional $10 billion in aid. And they want it passed by next week. There is bipartisan support to approve the aid to Ukraine, but some lawmakers want the president to get even tougher sanctions in place.
One thing we could do that we're not doing is going after the oil and gas sector.
European allies have been reluctant to take those steps because Russia is one of Europe's biggest energy suppliers. But the EU may be softening its stance.
We need to get independent from Russian gas, oil, and coal.
The EU said Thursday it's working on new sanctions against Russia if the war in Ukraine gets worse. Skylar Henry, CBS News, Capitol Hill.
And Republican Senator Lisa Murkowski and Democratic Senator Joe Manchin are working on legislation that would prohibit the U.S. from importing Russian crude oil, petroleum, and coal. Meanwhile, hundreds of women are giving birth in hospital basements and bomb shelters as Russia's attack on Ukraine continues. Alina Shinker is expecting her first child and was admitted to a medical center in Kyiv just days before the Russian invasion.
Of course, it's terrible what is happening. We are living in real hell. I could never imagine that something like that can happen in 21st century.
More than 1,000 babies are being born every day in Ukraine, and it's estimated around 100 of those will need some sort of neonatal intensive care, posing an additional challenge for medical staff. Swedish companies IKEA and H&M are temporarily pausing operations in Russia over its invasion of Ukraine. IKEA, the world's largest furniture company, is closing its 17 stores in Russia. 15,000 workers will be directly impacted by the shutdown. The company said it will continue to pay them, at least for now. H&M says it's temporarily closing its 168 stores in Russia. State Representative Gordon Hintz says he will not seek re-election to the state assembly this year. Hintz, a Democrat representing the city of Oshkosh, was first elected to the Wisconsin State Assembly in 2006 and then re-elected to his 8th term for the 21-22 legislative session. He served on multiple committees and commissions during his tenure. In January, Representative Hintz concluded his tenure as the Wisconsin State Assembly Minority Leader, a role he had been elected by his colleagues to serve on since the fall of 2017. Let's head to the Weather Center now. Here's Austin with a look at your certified most accurate forecast. A little cool down today.
Yeah, it's not as warm outside out there today, but whenever that sun is shining, it really does feel quite nice, but it's only 29 degrees. We've been seeing those 40s, and now we have 60s in the forecast for one day in our extended forecast. We really are going to see those mild temperatures returning, but not so much here for today. The upper 20s and low 30s will be very common. Taking a look at our Doppler track, there is some snow moving through the area, but not here locally. Some of our southwestern communities may have ended up seeing a few flurries, but a bit of snow ended up passing through the Waterloo area and parts of Iowa and just down to our south. That's not going to affect us too much here for the rest of today. Temperatures in those upper 20s and low 30s, not too terribly cold, so it actually does feel pretty decent, but it's also a bit cooler than average out there. And our wind speeds 5 to 10 miles per hour, not going to knock you off your feet, but it does make it feel a little bit colder out there. Evening planner stays dry. We're still going to see some cloud cover for much of the rest of the day. But what about that 60-degree day? It does come with a caveat, so I'll have all the details we need to know on that coming up here a little bit later on.
There's always a caveat.
There always is. That's right.
All right, Austin, thank you. The Madison Police Department says they quickly discredited a report of a school shooting yesterday afternoon. It happened at Leopold Elementary School in Madison. Police said they received the report about 3 p.m. after students had already been dismissed from school. As of now, police do not believe the false report is connected to a series of unsubstantiated threats called into Memorial High School this week. Madison police say they responded to multiple calls that reportedly heard 10 to 15 shots fired near Westtown Mall this morning. The incident happened just before 2 a.m. near the area of the 7900 block of Tree Lane and West Oak Bridge Court. According to a police report, officers found 13 casings and 3 unspent rounds on the street. A witness says he could hear a man and a woman arguing just before the shots were fired. One of the callers reported that his patio door was shattered by a bullet. No known injuries have been reported. This week, a former Kentucky police officer linked to the killing of Breonna Taylor testified in his own defense. Brett Hankinson called Taylor's death a tragedy and got emotional when he described how the botched police raid unfolded. In March of 2020, armed police broke into Taylor's home with a no-knock warrant looking for an alleged drug dealer. Taylor's boyfriend, Kenneth Walker, mistook the cops for intruders and fired his gun. Officers returned fire, shooting 32 times. His bullets didn't hit anyone, but after the raid, the then police chief said Hankinson had blindly fired his gun.
Is there anything, Brett, that you feel like you did wrong?
Absolutely not.
What were your feelings about this entire incident?
Tragedy. It's something that didn't have to happen.
Hankinson is not charged with killing Taylor, but for endangering her neighbors. He faces up to 15 years in prison if convicted. A new investigation suggests TikTok and other social media sites promote depression, eating disorders, and drug abuse in children and teens. The probe looks at what the app's algorithm does to increase the frequency and duration users stay on the app, and whether the company knowingly harms young users' mental health. A recent investigation by the Wall Street Journal found the app tracks time spent on certain content, giving users more even if they don't seek it out.
Every little action you make, which could be I'm sticking onto this video and I'm going to watch it all the way through, or I'm going to watch it again. It's watching that too. It's really analyzing every single move you make.
In a statement, a TikTok spokesperson said, "We care deeply about building an experience that helps protect and support the well-being of our community and appreciate the state attorneys general are focusing on the safety of younger users." There's more to come on News 3 Now at noon.
The latest reading on the job market and mind your airplane manners, the most irritating in-flight habits. I'm Diane King Hall at the CBS Broadcast Center. I'll have those stories and more in your CBS Money Watch report.
The ultimate appliance sale is on now at Furniture and Appliance Mart inside Ashley. We have 100 semi-loads of inventory in stock with guaranteed delivery in 5 days or less, plus interest-free financing for 12 months at Furniture and Appliance Mart inside Ashley off the Beltline and East Springs Drive.
Why would Stanton Optical choose a spokesbird? They're not your typical eye care company. I'm not your typical penguin. We're a team. There's no I in eye care. Wait.
Get 2 pairs of glasses plus a free eye exam, anti-glare lenses, and same-day service for only $79.
They are some of the hottest videos on social media. Those videos claiming to instantly get rid of bags under your eyes. Well, today we're going to see one for ourselves and let you be the judge. It's called Plexiderm, and lifestyle expert Annette Figueroa is here to tell us why she says this one is for real.
This one is for real, and I'm so excited. We even have a video that the viewers can watch while you and I talk so they can actually see how this works. And you'll notice the model has bags underneath his eyes and some sagging, and all he uses is a small amount on a clean, dry face, and that's how easy it is.
All right, what's the active ingredient?
Okay, so it's silicates that are minerals found in shale rock. And what it does is it tightens and lifts the appearance of bags underneath your eyes. In as little as 10 minutes, no prescription, instructions and very little effort. Even watching the video, this is a real, it's a model, but it's a real guy with real bags underneath his eyes. And I did this to my father. We were at home. I had the timer on, and we were screaming. 4 minutes, 34 seconds, completely gone.
My real true opinion is holy words I can't say on camera. These lines bother me. They really do. And this is absolutely unbelievable. I mean, I could feel it just lifting my skin. It was amazing. It feels good. Feels great. Looks even better.
And not only does it work on the bags, it works on the appearance of crow's feet, fine lines, and wrinkles. So it targets all those problem areas.
So this would be a daily thing, or just when you want to like get rid of the bags and you would your morning routine?
It absolutely could be a daily thing, but the way you want to do it is you want to have a clean, dry face. You use a small amount because it's so powerful. Apply it underneath your eyes, fine line wrinkles, forehead lines. You have high school reunions, you have events you want to go to, you want to look years younger, this is it.
At our $14.95 price, it's the best way to try Plexiderm and see it work for yourself after your first application. Your solution is at plexidermtrial.com or call the number on your screen.
It's the ultimate sale going on now at Ashley. We have 100 semi-loads of inventory in stock and ready to go with savings of up to 55% off. Plus, take a bonus 10% discount and interest-free financing for 5 years. Ashley, Wisconsin's #1 furniture and mattress retailer.
Fewer Americans signed up for unemployment benefits last week. According to the Labor Department, first-time filings for weekly jobless claims fell by 18,000 to 215,000. That was better than expected and the lowest level since the start of the year. Another company is taking action against Russia. IKEA says it is closing stores there and halting sourcing in Russia and Russian ally Belarus. IKEA joins a wave of companies pausing operations in Russia after the invasion of Ukraine, but is the first to also target a Russian ally. United Airlines says it will be staying out of Russian airspace. United is temporarily canceling 2 routes to avoid the area and is rerouting other flights. Although United does not directly fly to Russia, some of its flights do pass through Russian airspace. United's move follows announcements from Delta and American that they are suspending flights through Russian airspace. And now boarding, the most annoying in-flight habits. A recent survey from travel site Only Wanderlust pinpointed the most pesky plane passengers. The seat kicker took the top spot. Having bad BO and talking loudly were also high on the annoyance list. Another sky-high headache, sitting behind the infamous seat reclining passengers. And that's your CBS Money Watch report. For more, head to cbsmoneywatch.com. At the CBS Broadcast Center, I'm Diane King Hall.
Still, thank you, Diane. Let's check Wall Street at the noon hour. The Dow Industrial is down 55 points. The NASDAQ off 150. The S&P 500 down 9. Up next at noon, Pam Yankee has your latest numbers from the Midwest Farm Report. And a young teen gets a special birthday gift, plus strong storms may be possible this weekend. Austin has your latest forecast after the break.
You're a hard worker. Provide for your family. Do good things in the community. Help out your neighbors. You've been there for so many others. Now, we're here for you. Your local Wisconsin energy and emergency assistance providers are working together to keep you safely in your home and your heat and power on. Apply now for a hand up.
Instead of being impartial, media outlets have become advocates for the Democrat Party. They got Joe Biden, who campaigned from his basement, elected president. Now they're covering up the disasters his policies created by attacking and censoring anyone who exposes the failures. But they can't hide inflation, higher gas prices, and rising crime from the people devastated by them. I'm Ron Johnson, and I approve this message. I will continue to ask questions and uncover the truth.
Guys, do you suffer from erectile dysfunction? Now there's great news. Peak Performance for Men will help you regain your performance and confidence naturally. Peak Performance for Men uses an advanced form of acoustic wave therapy, clinically shown to open up and regrow blood vessels, restoring normal and natural functionability where it counts most. There are no needles, no surgery, and best of all, no pain. Call now and receive an ultrasound, your initial consultation, all for free, and over $300 value. Call Peak Performance for Men today.
Whether you have a design emergency or you just want to shop the best furniture showroom in town, you need Dwellings, Madison's best kept secret for design and furniture. Shop our fabulous showroom, Hard Rock Road, Fitchburg.
If you think high cholesterol only happens to adults, here's an eye-opener. Our Time for Kids expert explains why the sooner you know your child's levels, the better.
And we continue to track a chance for storms this weekend. The latest forecast tomorrow morning from 4:30 to 7.
News 3 Now is always on.
Get the Channel 3000 app, activate the push alerts, and we will send you breaking news, traffic, and weather alerts as it happens.
The Channel 3000 app. Get it now.
Powered by News 3 Now.
The Farm Report is sponsored by Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
Let's check in with Pam Yankee from the Midwest Farm Report. A big day in the world of cheese.
Big day for sure. And I'll tell you what, I did some tallying for us. They have named the top 20 at the World Champion Cheese Contest. Now, let me get my paper here. So here we go. Wisconsin has 7 entries that are in the top 20 to become the world champion. The Netherlands, 5. Switzerland, 4. Spain, Austria, California, and New York, 1 apiece.
Wow.
So I like our odds. Yeah, I like our odds. So that's going to be announced about 2 o'clock this afternoon. You can watch it on the World Wide Web, worldchampioncheese.org. And Farm Babe will be one of the viewers. But the odds look pretty good. 7 for Wisconsin, 5 Netherlands, 4 Switzerland, and 1 Spain, Austria, California, New York. 1 each. We'll see. Well, the comments continued today after an announcement yesterday by the College of Ag and Life Sciences that they are making major changes to the farm and industry short course coming up in 2023. They are going to switch from a 4-credit on-campus residential experience to a non-credit format, and the residential side goes away completely. Now, I talked to the director, Jennifer Blazik, about the discussion, and I also talked to Doug Reineman, the associate dean for extension and outreach. Both of them say their ears are open for suggestions, but the decision has been made that they are going to pivot. If you want to hear that conversation I had with those two, I've got it up on my website now, MidwestFarmReport.com, Fabulous Farm Babe on Facebook. After all of the discussion, the Wisconsin Farm Bureau Federation released a statement today that said that they are strong supporters of agriculture education, that they're disturbed about the current structure of the farm and industry short course, and disappointed in the missed opportunities to engage stakeholders. And they also note that many of their members have created lifelong mentorships from the program, and now future generations will not have the same chance. So they are encouraging people to submit comments and get involved in the conversation with Doug Reineman as well as Jennifer Blazik. Like I said, this is not done just yet. More at MidwestFarmReport.com. Fabulous Farm Babe on Facebook. All right, it's not world cheese, but it is cheese markets. Barrel cheese up a nickel today at $1.97. 40-pound block cheese up 4 3/4 cents at $2.10 1/4. Double A butter up 2 1/4. $2.70 a pound. Holy peapod, I wonder what these champion cheeses will go for, huh?
Pretty penny, I guess.
I would say. We'll have all the results tomorrow morning on News 3.
All right, we'll see you later, Pam. Thank you. Yep. Here's Austin now with your full forecast.
And, you know, outside today, like we were mentioning, it is not nearly as toasty as what we have seen, but those warmer conditions are going to be returning pretty quickly as well. 40s for tomorrow, and then by the time we reach Saturday, we're even going to see some 60s returning to our forecast, but some sunshine trying to peek through. Where you are seeing those blue skies, it does feel very nice out there, but it does also feel quite chilly, especially if you're not seeing that sun beating down right on you. Lower 30s for today, a stormy Saturday ahead. ahead of us, and then some snowfall is going to be possible afterwards. We're not looking at major snow chances right now. Things could shift and change, however, over the next few days. Doppler track right now is still showing those snow showers way down to our south and southwest, so this isn't going to affect us. It is pulling up some cloud cover, so it's one of the reasons why we are seeing quite a bit of that cloud coverage as of right now. But this is not going to affect us moving through. We're going to still see some cloud cover from it. What I'm watching out for, it is Saturday. I mentioned how we're going to see those warmer temperatures. Even some 60s could return to our area here in southern Wisconsin. But with 60s and some rainfall on the way, well, that's going to be just enough energy here to produce potentially some strong, maybe even some severe thunderstorms. Now, if we did end up seeing this materialize, this would be our first severe risk for this year. So we're going to keep a very close eye out on this system. Right now, our future track does show today remaining dry. By the time you reach tomorrow in the afternoon, those 40s are going to return. But then jumping to Saturday, overnight into Saturday morning, we still could see a few of those lighter rain showers. The mixed potential really does look to be moving up to our north, so I'm not really looking at the biggest chance for us to see some freezing rain or drizzle. I do think that's going to be lying quite a ways up to our north, but still an overnight rain shower is going to be a possibility. Those upper 40s and low 50s in the morning there on Saturday. By the afternoon, some 60s look to return, but with all that extra warmth, higher dew points, higher temperatures, we're going to see those rain showers and storms developing for the afternoon and evening, and some of those storms may also be strong to severe. I think our best severe chance would be in the afternoon and evening hours whenever we start to see a few of these bands developing and racing through. Some of those, again, could be on the stronger side of things. And then the tail end of the system, we may also see a little bit of some lighter snow showers actually mixing in here and there. So we're talking 60s, a potential for strong to severe storms, and then maybe a few flurries to end it off there. So a pretty interesting time ahead of us there. Notice that big spike in temperatures for Saturday. Not going to last very long, however, as we do cool things right back down afterwards. Now, our extended forecast, it does still look pretty good overall, but we really do still have quite a few chances for precipitation. The storm chances on Saturday, but afterwards, we're looking at a few chances to see a little bit of some snowfall here and there. So a lot to watch out for over the next 7 to 10 days.
Very active beginning of March.
That's exactly right.
All right, Austin, thank you. A teen on a medical mission got a very special birthday gift in the form of a nationally televised birthday salute from President Biden himself. Jeremy Roth has today's Take a Look at this.
Getting a birthday shout out is always awesome. Getting one from the president during the State of the Union address?
Happy birthday, buddy, by the way.
That's next level awesome. That moment of presidential props propelled 13-year-old Joshua Davis to viral stardom with his giddy reaction stealing the spotlight.
After he said it, I realized how much of a big deal that was.
Davis attended the speech as a special guest of the First Lady and wasn't anticipating the moment or the attention that followed.
I'm excited to tell you that I'm no longer trending on Twitter. Thankfully, I don't really like this whole popularity thing.
The Davis family are advocates for more affordable insulin and are working with lawmakers to lower costs nationwide. While hearing their issue addressed in the national spotlight was a significant achievement, the Biden birthday salute was just icing on the cake. A cross-generational relationship between pen pals led to a first-time face-to-face meeting in a hospital. During the pandemic, Virginia teen Kessler Just became pen pals with 92-year-old New York resident Jean Peck. Through dozens of letters, the pair bonded over shared interests. So when Just learned that Peck had been moved to hospice care, she traveled to New York to meet her in person, a gesture, she says, that had a visible effect on her long-distance friend.
When Jean reached out to hold my hand and became responsive and opened her eyes, I think the family was very appreciative for our relationship and our letter writing. I will always remember our pen pal relationship and what those 2 years brought both of us.
For Take a Look at This, I'm Jeremy Roth.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Are you ready to make junk disappear?
I am so looking forward to this.
We make junk disappear. All you have to do is point. Any first item removed? Just $89.
like my smile. I like my smile after finishing the power swabs.
I think white teeth are absolute sexy magnets. I love it.
Power swabs have really made a huge difference on the entire quality and color of my teeth, and I'm very, very happy with them.
I've used strips and trays, and they both gave me really sensitive teeth for hot drinks, ice cream, anything hot or cold. Really, really sensitive teeth. With the power swabs, I've been using them for a week and nothing. I had hot coffee this morning and ice cream last night and no problems.
It is so fast. It is effective.
Great thing about power swabs is that it's just easy to use. To me, it's the best solution for teeth whitening on the market.
Introducing Power Swabs, the 5-minute stain removing and whitening treatment. Apply the Step 1 stain removing cleanser. Use the swab to get in between teeth, around edges, as the blue cleansing detergent is thin enough to get into pores to release stains. Open Swab 2. Duplicate the process. Instantly see up to a full 2-shade difference. That's powerful. Forget gooey trays. Save a fortune on electronics. Forget slippery strips. Imagine your teeth up to 6 shades whiter in a week. Call or visit us online now, and we'll send you the complete Power Swab system. 7 cleansing swabs. 7 Power Swab foaming whitening swabs. Thanks for celebrating hundreds of thousands of satisfied smiles. We're offering them to you right now for this incredible discount. We'll pay your shipping and handling. If you're not fully satisfied, even after day 1, return it for your money back. Laugh more. Smile more. Enjoy life more. Call right now or go online now, and we've been authorized for a limited time to include our on-the-go Power Swab Stain Out Quick Stick. It's a $19.95 value, free. With this complete offer, you are saving over 40%. Call or go online now. Brighten your smile and your life now.
Are you ready to make junk disappear?
I am so looking forward to this.
We make junk disappear. All you have to do is point. Any first item removed? Just $89.
When we think of produce that's grown in Texas, we often think of big sweet onions or giant red grapefruit. But that's just the tip of the iceberg. There's a lot more that grows in Texas, and today we're making a fill-you-up side dish that's made with 2 Texas crops, broccoli and rice. Not only is it easy, but it's darn good. The first thing we do is saute some celery and onions in a bit of butter until tender. While that finishes up, we combine some frozen chopped broccoli that we've thawed, along with a can of cream of mushroom soup, some chicken broth, a bit of cheddar cheese, and a good amount of cooked rice. Now we add our veggies and give it a stir. Once it's well combined, we spoon it into a casserole dish. If you'd like to use fresh broccoli and chop it and blanch it yourself, instead of using frozen, go ahead. Once this gets baked and all the flavors come together, it's ready to serve. It's perfect with anything from Texas brisket to your favorite chicken dinner. To get the recipe for our Texas broccoli and rice casserole, all you have to do is visit our website. I'm Howard with Kelly in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where today we found a big Texas way for you to say, ooh, it's so good.
It's time to introduce you to our pet of the week, Cannoli. Cannoli is friendly to humans and other animals. He enjoys taking walks and playing with toys. Cannoli is very food motivated, hence the name. He'll steal your pizza if you leave it on the counter. He's also obedient and eager to learn more. Cannoli is looking for a family who will spoil him with treats and lots of love. If you're interested in meeting Cannoli, ask about him in the Adoption Center. Stop by Mound's Pet Food Warehouse on South Stoughton Road between 4 and 6 tomorrow to meet animals available for adoption. For more info, follow the Dane County Humane Society on Facebook. And later today, the shelter will post which animals are planning to attend the event. Last week's pet, Pearl the rabbit, has been adopted. Good for him. If you're interested in adopting Cannoli or checking out all the other animals, go to giveshelter.org. Thanks for watching. We'll see you back here at 4 o'clock. Have a great afternoon.